worked. Hi, you guys. Hello and welcome in. Welcome to Tammy Loves Vintage, where today, once again, I'm going to show you some ways to use some of your vintage treasures in a creation that you can be proud to say you made. I'm going to be using an old bottle. I have an old bottle right here. It's got a water line. I've tried to get it out. I can't even tell. I think it's on the inside, which would make sense. Whatever liquid was in there sat for a while. And I tried denture tablets. That sometimes cleans up things like that, but it did not work on this particular problem. And so we're just going to cover the whole bottle. Sometimes it's nice to put in things like, you know, like glass stones, beads, sometimes pearls, whatever, something down in the bottom, and just show your picture, you know, and then you can see everything in there. We've done reverse where the picture's on the back and you see it through the glass. But this time I cut a lady out. She's actually, years and years ago, we started, my friends and I, there were, Julie, myself, Diane, Debbie, we all were kind of into these Victorian ladies and the fruit things years ago. And then Julie's mother and mother-in-law were also into these things. So, and we all, you know, live right around here. So shopping was always like, if you found something, it was awesome. So we would start buying up old postcards on eBay. And they were very expensive. So what we, as crafter, what I did was started photographing or photocopying some of my vintage ladies, because some of these postcards were, you know, they would get expensive. Like $40 for a postcard, truly. Sometimes they came from out of the country, but we were all about the ladies. So anyway, and then we would create all kinds of things with them. So I know I've got a couple followers that doesn't like the copies. She likes me to use the real thing, and she doesn't think that's right. But I don't want to spend that much money on something and then cut it up and paste it onto a bottle when you really can't tell the difference. Honestly, like once I cut her out, I don't know that anyone would know whether she was real or not, a real postcard or not. And I've used her many times. She's a favorite. This time on her, I used Nuvo drops and went around her hat, as you can see, and I added a necklace. So that's what that little bit of shimmer is Nuvo drops. So anyway, I love her, but I just want to be upfront with you that it is just a photocopy on cardstock. But I couldn't love her more, and it doesn't bother me one bit. And it's my project. So I can do what I want. How about that? And you guys, if you want to find postcards, cut them up. Feel free. I just really want to save my original postcard and get my money's worth out of it by doing copies. So I just want to make sure you know that, because a lot of you know that I have these cards and use them a lot. I do. But yeah, so, and it is, you can find printables of ladies now a lot easier than years and years ago. Etsy has a lot of lady printables you can get for a couple bucks and print them out. But I love my tried and true postcards. So this is just, what is this? Tissue paper. It's just tissue paper. It's a little thicker, like it's a little bit heavier of a tissue paper. Any tissue paper would work. All you're going for is the texture, just to have a little bit of texture on your bottle. It's kind of fun. Get my glasses out of the way. So hi, you guys. Hello and welcome in. So I've got my Mod Podge here. It's been so long since I've done a bottle. Like, okay, I hope I remember. So let me put you guys down so you can see, yeah, you can see my project. So I'm going to cover completely this whole bottle. I have another bottle here on the table. I was trying to decide which one to do. And since I already had her fussy cut out, which just means I cut all the little details around, I already had that all done, so I opted to do this lady, and she fits this bottle. Well, she fit both bottles, but she fits this one extra nice. So I'm going to do her. I'm doing this bottle. Let's see here. I'm going to get it all slopped up, and then we're going to see. Let's see. I don't know that there's a front or a back. Let's just get it down here. You can already feel it soaking through. Kind of. I'm pushing it in. I kind of want some wrinkles, so I'm kind of pushing it in here, creating a few wrinkles, smoothing it down. Cut some of this excess off. And then, let's see here. I'm gonna rip it just so there's no straight line. And maybe these edges will blend together and you won't really see a line. Otherwise, we'll have a front and a back, which is fine. Okay, so let me put a little bit more on just so it's not drying on me. Okay. Oops. How the heck did I do that? I got a little tear in front, a little hole. See it? Oh, I might have two. No, that's just not pressed down yet. Right there. Oh, and then my shoulder came off. So I got to fix a couple little things here. And then we'll decide what's the front and what's the back. Okay, let me try and not fold it over just to keep it from being too obviously thick. Okay. And then let me slather a little bit of Mod Podge over this little patch, and then we're going to load this thing up so it'll be fine. I'm gonna load it up with Mod Podge in the end here once I'm all covered up. Okay, and then I just lifted it off of there again. Let's shove it down, shove it down, shove it down. Okay. Well, it's lifting up, so it must be drying right there. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to use my brush to help me push this down. I left the cork in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but I left it for now. And then we'll see when we get to that part what I want to do. I'm just going to use an old wood finial. And I just have to decide if how I want to apply it, whether I want to screw it. It still has the screw in it, so I thought that might be kind of cool to just screw it into the cork, or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. Sometimes, you know, you guys know if you're crafty. Some people just watch, you know, just watch, but some people are crafty, and so the ones that are crafty know that you can have a plan, but once you get going, what's in your head isn't always what comes out in your project. Oh my gosh, took a turn that I wasn't expecting. Let's see. Oh, I got a smear. I got a pull there. Oh, and there I just pulled it clear off. Okay, well, let's patch that. And then I'm going to paint this tissue paper. So, and a lot of times I'll have this all done before I go live, so you guys don't have to sit through all this, but it's been a long time. So I thought, let's just do it together. Randy's not home from work yet, and I got nothing going on. I went to town today. well, the girls in the group know more, but I keep my nails, something is wrong with me because I had great nails, but I was doing the Wellbell vitamins that Abby recommended for my daughter, Abby. And my nails were doing great. And I hate taking pills. Even though I know they're just vitamins, I just hate taking pills. I hate that. So I quit, and I haven't done them for several months, maybe even a year. It's been a while. And boy, my nails, they know it. And they are, I just look at them and there's a split. You know, I feel like I am filing them every day. Every day I'm filing some little snaggity snag thing that's driving me crazy. And so I've been complaining about them to my friends, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go get my nails done. I don't want to spend all that time sitting in there. I don't want to. And I do this sometimes, you know. I've had nails, fake nails for years and years and years, and then I quit. And then I swear I'm never going to put them on again because it's such a nightmare to grow them out when you rip them off. When they come off, even if you go in and they sand them off, it still just kills your nails. And I swore I'd never do it again. Well, never say never, because here we are. And I went in to get my pedicure for spring. And oh, did it hurt. It hurt so bad. I was like, she was no mercy on my poor toes. So, they must have been a mess. I'm patching in wherever I feel like I see bottle. They must have been a mess. But anyway, by the time she finished though, they looked so pretty. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I look at my nails. I'm like, do you have time to do my nails? So she did my nails too. Ow, stay out of it. I keep getting into stuff. Okay, just leave them, just stay out of it. So anyway, yeah, I was there maybe almost 2 hours. Wasn't, oh, for Pete's sake. There's another little spot. About 2 hours getting it all done. Now, of course, that's the first time my nails and my toes have seen any other person up close for, probably 2 or 3 years. I don't know, 2 years for sure. And I apologized to her when it was all done. I said, I'm sure they weren't very pretty. She said, you're fine. You know, yeah. The whole time I'm there, they're talking in, you know, another language. You know, I thought, I know what she's saying. I know exactly what she's saying. She's saying, this girl's, yuck. Anyway, so, but she did such a nice job. Like, let me show you. Like, look, you can see my finger clear up past my nail. Like, your nail's supposed to be hanging over your finger, not your finger hanging over your nail. And I forgot to, I said I wanted gel, but in my mind, I thought I was getting, what, you know, where they add the stuff and they sand it down and, not sculptured, but I can't think of what they call it, but I thought that's what I was getting when I said gel. And so she started, you know, scrubbing on my nails and doing all this and squaring them off. And then when she started painting them, I thought, I didn't say anything, but I thought, but shouldn't you add a plastic tip? Because I said short and square and French is what I wanted. And she never added the thing to make them long. And I thought, oh, should I say something? And I thought, no, she knows what she's doing. I'm just going to let her go. And before I knew it, I realized I screwed up. I asked for gel, and then I thought, you know, that's fine. Maybe gel is the way to go. That I don't have all of that, whatever. But, so there's a lady sitting beside of me, so that's who my lady was talking to, and she and I were side by side. And when she got done, her nails were, you know, a really nice length, and they were so pretty, and there's my stubs. I don't care. They look so much better than what they did. It was embarrassing sometimes to go live. And if you remember, Millie and I painted our nails yesterday, and I was like, oh, they they just look so pretty, even though it was a crappy job. But they looked so pretty, and I thought, okay, I need to get my nails done. So today, this morning, when I was getting ready, I gave them a second coat. I kept thinking, oh, it's so nice to notice your nails instead of like hiding them. It was nice, you know, on my steering wheel. I'm like, oh, look, you know, I had nails. So all of that put together, I'm just chatting, you guys. I don't have anyone here to give me conversation, so I'm just kind of talking. But anyway, so that's what happened to me today. I went and got my nails done. And I thought Friday, oh, this is Friday. And I walked in like, I don't know, 10 till 12 or something. And I thought, oh, this could not be the worst time. So I walked clear down to where the nail place was, and I didn't have a car. I just went to Walmart because you don't have to have an appointment. It's kind of embarrassing to sit at Walmart when, you know, fancy people see you in town, but I don't care. I don't want to. And I have the sweetest little girl who went to school with my daughter, Abby, who does nails. I have a girl who painted with me for years. She has her own nail salon. Lauren, and then Taylor, and then there's another girl, Alexis. She has her own salon. She was Angie's daughter. I have like all these friends whose daughters went on to beauty stuff, but you have to have appointments. And then, you know, the girl that, you know, used to do my nails forever ago, she is a grandma, and I've been following her online, and she's now raising her little grandson. And they built a new house, and she's got a shop in her house, and so I kind of want to support her, but you can't go to everybody, and you got to have an appointment. So anyway, I went to Macy at the mall, or at the Walmart, and it's fine. And they're great. I love them, and she did a great job. What Macy didn't do them, she's the owner. The girl that sits beside her did them if you're local, but yeah. Boy, my toes. Wow, does that hurt. My daughter, Abby, she did a video once. She's all on Instagram, and I'm looking for any spots I may have missed. She's on Instagram mostly, and YouTube and TikTok. She doesn't do much with Facebook. But anyway, she did a video once sitting there, and she's like, you know, you think you're walking in to be pampered, and instead you're like, I mean, I was watching my phone, you know, had my ear plug in, and I was listening and watching whoever, scrolling. And I twice stopped and just closed my eyes, took my glasses off my head. It was like, it hurt so bad. I thought, I can't do this, but she quit, but oh man, it is not. So yeah, Abby, she's like, spa my foot. And it was such a relatable video to me. I thought, how many people related to her? She's just like, she turned the camera on herself, and she's like, and that's how I thought of her in that chair at that very moment. I thought of Abby doing that video because I was dying. So I don't know, you guys have rough people. I don't know if she was just rough or, you know, I mean, they hadn't seen the light of day since. I always get my toes done. I don't keep up with them. She said come in once a month on your toes, but your toes will go forever. Yeah, so I don't go once a month on my toes. But I do the French too, so they kind of grow out a little more subtly than a color would. The French is just like that white line. And that's probably old-fashioned. I think all the girls are doing like every finger a different color and all that stuff. I'm too old for that stuff, I think. Although that girl beside me with the beautiful, beautiful nails, oh, they were so pretty. I was tempted to say, stop, hold it. I want what she has. I want them long and I want them pretty, but it was a really soft pink. I wanted to ask them what it was. You might see me do that. It reminded me of Abby's color. She models out in California, and she has to be really careful with her colors because not everybody wants, you know, when you're doing photo shoots for people, they usually just want a neutral nail. Okay, let's see, one more little patch, and then we're going to paint. This is why I do this without you guys. Like I said, it's been a long time. And I actually had something to talk about today. I actually went somewhere and did something, so that was good. Okay. So, now, if you noticed, there's another little spot. Tissue paper is so thin. You can do napkins. You know, if you are a napkin collector, take all the plies off and do a napkin. It would be really thin like this, and just patch it in as you go. But you're really not going to see all these patches once I paint it. And honestly, I don't see a seam. I see this mess. My seam might be right there. I'm not sure. Anywho. Any hoodle, as Heidi would say. I told you guys the other day, Heidi from Joyful Artistry by Heidi, she says any hoodle. And I was talking to a paint customer. We were trying to figure out what color she wanted and whatever. In the conversation, I let out an any hoodle. And oh my gosh, it was so funny. I messaged Heidi right away. I said, oh my gosh, you're rubbing off on me. I said any hoodle. Which is so cute. Anyway, so whenever if you hear me say it and it slips out, I told her once you say it, you know, it's kind of, you're going to say it. Yeah. Okay. I think it's so cute. So I guess I could just start painting. It should be okay. It's wet here and there in spots, and I was going to say, if you noticed, I sanded off the bottom. Here's why. It used to be I covered the whole thing, whether it's fabric, you know, doily, whatever it is, tissue paper, regular, whatever I'm covering the bottle in. And they don't always sit really well with that underneath them. So I don't wrap very often. If you're going to wrap anything, I would think that tissue paper would be the best thing to wrap it with. But I don't wrap them anymore, and that's why, because I want it to sit well. Okay, so there's that. Then, okay, so I'm using Country Chic paint. It's always been my favorite paint. It is a chalk-based paint. You can get it on Amazon. When I had my shop, we sold it in the shop. So, okay, let's just talk about the topper because I want to paint the topper to match the bottle. And I found this really cute little finial. And I was thinking about leaving the cork and just letting it sit on the cork. I don't see any reason why I couldn't, rather than gluing it, sitting it on the bottle top. So the screw's not in the middle. I don't know how it'll go into the cork. Typically, I wouldn't leave the cork. I guess I could try it. If I don't love it, I can pull the cork out. I didn't even try to pull the cork out because I don't mind the cork. Let's see, it's going in. What do you think? I'm going to paint it all. See if I can get the cork out. I'm not sure about it. If I can get the cork out. Oh, I got the cork out. Oh, it's a great old cork. I don't need it. Don't throw anything away. I threw it away. All right, I'm not going to use it. But now I've got wet, so I'm going to have to glue that in later. Yeah, that looks better. Looks cleaner. Fits better. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Okay, if your cork fits, use it. Okay, I need a clean brush. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so I'm going into I'm doing cheesecake. It's just a little bit creamier of a color than white. Can you tell? Oh, I just dropped my Mod Podge brush on my glass table. Hold on a minute. Let me wipe it off. Just because I'll smear it all over the place. Okay. So let's get this bottle painted out. all of this tissue paper blended in. It's still really wet, but I'm going for it. And I'll be able to show you all the texture I'm getting. See all the texture? It's yummy. Yummy texture. I don't like that big ball right there. Oh, smashed it right down. Sure did. Okay. Keep going here. But yeah, my poor fingernail saga, right? Ugh, that hurt. I'm looking for blood, like I'm, you know, trying to look through my phone. I'm looking for blood. I'm looking around to see who's watching. It didn't bleed, so she didn't get too aggressive. But, oh, and I gotta say, when she put the chemical whatever stuff on and all that, oh, it burnt like mad. It burned. Boy, the things we do for beauty, right? So if you haven't had a pedicure, you're probably thinking, I'm never going to have. My mom has never had a pedicure. My mom has never had her nails done or a pedicure. And my girls and I wanted to get it for her, and her husband won't let her have one. He won't let her do it. So, like, even if we buy it, he does not want her to do it. So, anyway, it must be a German thing. You must not be supposed to do that. But, man, she doesn't know what she's missing. The pain and the beauty. Why is everything that makes you beautiful hurts? Not that getting my nails done made me beautiful, but made me feel more beautiful. It's amazing what a little lift it is. Caught myself, I was unloading my groceries and putting things away, and you know, you'd set my box of whatever up in the shelf. I'm like, oh, I noticed my fingers. Like, wow, whose hands are that? Kind of fun. Kind of fun. Kind of fun to spoil yourself a little bit. Stop and look at you guys' comments. I haven't looked to see who's here or what's going on. I just jumped right in. I follow everybody that, you know, visits with everybody, and that's so nice. But it's Friday night, 6 o'clock. Randy ought to be coming in any time now. Late, which is fine. I guarantee you he stopped at John Eric's building or somebody's house. He stopped after work is my guess. So, decided to go live. So, he could walk in any second and say, let's go. So I thought I better get moving on this. I'm going to do it. Otherwise, I'll talk myself right out of it. So, all right, let me put my glasses on here. Hi, Gail. Hi, guys. There's Mary, or Margie. I'm sorry, you're too far away. I can't see you. There's my mom. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Mom. Oh, I was just talking about you. Any hoodle, yeah. Heidi, have you said that, Sherry? Watching Heidi, you say any hoodle? I did. I messaged her. I private messaged her and said, you're rubbing off on me. I said any hoodle today. I surely did. Let's see, that's my glue brush. This is the one I want. Okay, I'm just watching. I can see through. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to give another coat. I'm gonna have to give another coat. I'm really pushing it here. You can see it pulling up. Okay, let's keep looking. Aw, thanks, Debbie. Hi. Hi, Terry. You love pedicures? Oh, I definitely went to the wrong girl then, because, whoo, I love the after a pedicure, but during a pedicure is ouchie. Gel only goes over the natural nail. Dip in acrylic will give you yeah, acrylic. That's what I should have said I wanted. That's what in my head I was getting. And I said gel. But, you know, gel's a nice baby step, I think, into doing it. Like, I want to keep doing it. But I think it kills your regular nail, like, when you want to be done with it, just the same. But yeah, it's nice. I'm happy with it. I have 8 fingers and done at 2 appointments. Yeah. I feel like I have dinosaur feet after the winter. I know. Oh yeah, you gotta get them done. Acrylic, yes, that's what I should have said. Acrylic. My nails were always long and natural. Yes. Got fresh polish every Friday, and now using hand sanitizer is destroy. Oh, is that what? Hi, Marilyn. I didn't see who that was. Because hand sanitizer, I guess that would make sense that it's drying it out. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't know. I just thought it was because I quit those vitamins. Because there I was doing the gummies for a long time, and Abby's like, Mom, those gummies are junk. Get the Wellbell. So I did. Then I got tired of taking pills. So I thought, I need to order the Wellbell again, and I just never did. And then, like I said, I was sitting there, and my toes looked so good. I'm like, okay, keep going. And she's like, yeah, there was nobody in, well, I mean, there was the girl beside of me, and there was a guy doing somebody, but nobody waiting till I was just about done. Someone came in, but not like I would have thought a Friday would be, but you know, it's only March. It's a little early yet. I just had time. What happened, I have one of my girls in the group had placed an order early in March, 3 sales ago, and she got, so let's say sale number 1, she never got her merch. Sale number 2 she got, sale number 3 she got. And I did $14,000 in shipping last year, because I just did my taxes, so I know exactly what I spent. And I have never, that's just this year, I have never, or last year, I have never had, let me find some wood here. I have never had a problem with shipping. Oh, I mean, I've had a couple things break, but I mean, never not show up at all. You know, I might have put the wrong person something in the wrong box, or, you know, I'm only human, I do make a mistake. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying post office fault wise, I've never had a problem. Knock again, because I don't want to have a problem. And anyway, she messaged me, and most of the time people will message me and say, hey, can I get my tracking number? I don't have my package. And then never fails, next day or two it shows up. And you know, or it shows up same day even sometimes. So, oh, that is 2 coats for sure. Just, there's so much so much happening, it's hard to get it all in there, and you can kind of see through it. So yeah, 2 coats for sure. Anyway, yeah, so she messaged me, so didn't get it, so I gave her the tracking number, and I'm sure it'll show up, and then didn't show up, and it's been like 25 days now, and it still hasn't showed up. I'm in Ohio, she's in Texas. And so, anyway, she messaged and said that they wanted me to track it from my end as the shipper. So I asked my mail lady the other morning, she was picking up from a sale, and I asked her, and she typed it in her machine, whatever, and it came up in transit, which we knew. And so she called her supervisor, and her supervisor said I needed to go in person and file, or I needed to file a missing whatever, well, a missing package form. So I had already tried to do that online on my computer over there, and I filled out everything, and I hit submit, and it said error, but there were no errors anywhere. So I redid it, and I said, you know, instead of picking hobby and crafts, I picked whatever. It kept picking different categories. I filled it all out like 4 different times, changing all my wording every time. Still no luck. And this was a $175 order. This wasn't just a little order. It was a big one. And any hoodles, any hoodle. I couldn't get it. So I went in. I asked her the next day, you know, told her about my trouble, and she said, just go in and talk to them at the booth. Maybe they can, at the post office, and maybe they can put it through for you. So I went in, and they're like, no, we can't do it here. You have to do it online. I told him about my trouble, and he said, okay, go down to this, wherever their main whatever is, and you'll have to speak to the postmaster. Okay. So I planned on doing that, but they said, here's a phone number. They wrote it on the paper. Here's your phone number. Call and make an appointment. He said, you might be better to just be there in the parking lot when you call and just say, well, hey, I'm right outside. And because that you might have a better chance of getting an appointment if you're there. So this morning, that's what I did. I planned on going in there today. And so I pull up to the building. It's a huge building. There were cars everywhere. I'm picturing like this creepy old building with nobody there. And I go in, and there's nobody anywhere. It just has lock boxes, you know, like boxes, rental boxes. There's no push for assistance. There was no nothing. So then I drove around, like, to see if there was like a side door with signage or anything. There was nothing, and I thought, I am not going in there. So I went back to the car, and I called that number. It was disconnected. It wasn't even a good number. So so anyway, and I forgot to tell you, the guy at the office, when I went into the post office, he said, you'll be lucky to get your $8.65 back in shipping. Because it was just a bunch of little jewelry, all my little antique pins and necklaces and lenses, optical lenses. She bought all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't a very big package. Anyway, so I was so frustrated and done. I messaged her back on Messenger, and I said, I'm going to refund you. This is nuts. Because she was like, well, let's just wait, see if it shows up. And I was just sure it was going to show up. But now I'm not so sure, because the report that the guy at the office pulled up said my carrier scanned it twice. And he's like, I don't understand why she would have had to scan it twice. He said, I don't know if there was something wrong with the label, but he said, but it wouldn't have went through if there was something wrong. But she scanned it, and then she scanned it again, and he's thinking the one scan kicked the other scan out or something. But he said, because of that, I would have trouble fighting it, because they would say there was something wrong with the labeling. I'm like, well, if there's something wrong with the labeling, why would it have scanned in the first place? But so anyway, I messaged her, and she's like, no, I don't want you to refund me, and I feel bad. I'm like, well, I feel bad too, and it's more my responsibility than hers. So any hoodle, that entertained you guys while I was doing this, right? So anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It was sucked. And I thought, of all these years I've been doing this, I've never had trouble. And why was it such a big one? And why was it her? She's just fantastic. And yeah, so she's like, just send me back half. And I'm like, no, I'm not sending you back. It's not your fault. And yeah, she's a sweet. She's been in my group since the beginning, I think. She's been in there forever. And oh no, I would had to refund anybody. But yeah, shipping is so blah. Makes me mad. Just makes me mad. So this is too wet. I'm not going to put this top on because I'm going to use E6000, I believe. I'm gluing wood to tissue paper. So I'm going to just glue it when we're all done. That'll be the last thing that I do. Okay. So, all right, that's good enough. We'll let that dry on its own. I'm going to set this clear out of the way. I'm going to put the lid back on my paint before I knock it over. I got Vaseline smeared all over this thing so that it doesn't dry on me. I can't get it off. So, okay. Let's see. What kind of paper? Tissue paper. Hi, Pat. Hi, Sandra. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Mona. I feel the same way, especially with my pictures. I keep the original and photocopy. Yes. Hi, Floyce. I think that's the way to go. Hey, there's Glinda. Hi, Glinda. And Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. And Deanna. Hi, guys. There's Kathy and Kim. Hi, everybody. Oh, there. Who is the first one? I missed it. Oh, Maureen. Hi, Maureen. Okay, where did I, there's Margie. Oh, I said hi to her and Gail. Okay, I think that's where I left off. There's Teresa, or Treese. Marilyn, you dream of a man named Petty. I know, wish you could go get him. Hi, Pink Butterfly. That must be Becca. A bit late. Okay, Robin. All I've done is cover a bottle and paint it, and I've just been chit-chatting. No point in rewatching all that. Saturday. How's my Saturday? This is Friday. Boy, I did that the other day. Hi, Robin. Hey, Carol. Hi, guys. You've been using UV resin. Okay. It's wonderful. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I bought the UV resin. And I just bought the little flashlight. I didn't buy the overlight. What do you think of that, Kim? What do you think of that, Kim? Do I have to have that overlight? Because I'm not going to fill up a whole tray. I mean, never say never. But just to adhere things. So, like, if you were just going to stick this lid on here with UV resin, would you just use a little, like, glue and put it on? Kim, I'm so curious. We'll have to talk later unless we can communicate here. I'm curious about that because I see Debbie Riggle put jewelry, like she was doing up a purse and she put all this jewelry on. She used E6000. I thought it'd be fine. Then she started dumping all this UV resin all over it. And I'm kind of scared of that stuff. I have regular resin, but used her link to buy the UV stuff, and you don't mix it or anything. You just put it on. You use the flashlight. Okay. I see her do both. So I'm like, okay, does she use that big thing just because her projects are so big? So would you just glue that on? That works great on jewelry. Okay, Debbie. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, that's what she used, was the overlight, and you just set it there. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, resin, usually used to be you'd do part 1 and part 2, and then you'd stir them together, and you'd only have so much time to get real warm, and then you'd let it lay overnight or whatever. I think you had to stir it a little, like drag through to get the bubbles out or heat it or something. I don't do it. I mean, I've done a couple projects with it, but not really anything to write home about, like be a pro. I'm scared of it. Honestly, I'm scared. I'm scared of it because it's been so long. Okay, so I'm going to find now, I think this is a smoother side. So I'm going to call this the front. Where's my lady? Here she is. And I'm going to put her down. Anyway, so the UV is, you don't mix it. You use it to glue. Maybe we should give it a try. I got it right over there. Maybe we'll give it a try at the end. We'll just see. I'll just see, because I loved what, she was doing, but I'm just not confident in it because I've never done it. But now maybe we will. Maybe today's the day. I wasn't expecting to do that, or I would have had it out. But it's, which one's my glue? Oh, this one's the glue. Okay. I'm really super duper curious about it. And I've watched her do it, but I haven't like studied, like really watched. I just kind of see it, and while I'm doing other things, I just mostly listen to the chatter. I don't really like sit and watch. Unless I'm getting my toes done, I need all the distraction I can get. But anyway, okay. So let's put this down. And I'm not sure this is the right, no, I didn't think it was going to stick. It's not thick enough. I need a thicker glue because this paper is so thick. Oh, I don't know, it might, but you know what I'm going to do is use the Aleene's. I think, yeah, look, now it's starting to stick, but I'm not going to trust it. My paint's dampish, my paper's dampish. I'm going to use this thicker Aleene. Look how thick. Instead of that Mod Podge. Look at that. It's super thicky, thick. So let me, it's super thick. That's going to make it adhere much better. But yeah, I don't like want to cover the whole bottle with it. You don't use gloves. Okay. UV rays. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I wonder about that with my getting my nails done with the gel. I'm exposing myself, my skin cancer, to those blue lights. That's got to be the same thing. I wonder about that, but I mean, I still go out in the sunshine and stuff. I just have skin cancer so bad. I get it everywhere, and I've had, oh gosh, I've got scars all over the place. And the worst one, just so you all know, if you ever wonder, this one right here was a biopsy, and it turned out to be nothing, which I'm thrilled about. But now I got this big mark on my face, and I try to cover it up, but it doesn't, you know, always last all day. And I notice it in the mirror sometimes or on the camera. And oh, I hate that big red spot. It's not a liver spot. It's a skin cancer scar. Okay. All right. So we're going down. Oh, I knew I didn't have baby wipes on my list for the grocery today. And like I told you, I just went to Walmart. And oh yeah, way better. I needed Clorox, and so I was in the laundry detergent aisle, and there was Clorox wipes. And I almost got them for my table, but I think baby wipes are better. So I didn't get them, and then I forgot to grab baby wipes on the way out. I'm so mad because I'm out. I don't want to use Millie's. Millie's is in the other room. Okay. Oh, that's so good. So it's down. See, it's down now. It's down really well. That was the way to go. So I used Aleene's Fast Tack, another link from her, Fast Grab Tacky Glue. Aleene's Fast Grab. I always have used Aleene's Tacky Glue. Love it. But then they came up with this fast stuff. And I mean, I don't know if there's any difference, but Debbie said to get it, so I did. Clicked her link. I'm faithful. But I can tell you, I was at Hobby Lobby and I needed Super 77 and they didn't have it. And I saw Aleene's spray adhesive and I bought it. Hated it. Actually, I took it back. I never do that. I would have normally just threw it out, but I thought, I'm taking this back. I was so mad because I thought Aleene's would be fantastic. So don't buy their spray adhesive. Or if you buy it and love it, good for you, because it did not work for whatever I was doing. Zero worked. Hated it. So I hate to say that about a company, but I'm praising them because I love their other glue, but I do not like that. Now, I do not like the spray. And then I hear they have a new jewelry adhesive, like an E6000. So I don't know. I've never tried it. I can't speak for that. But all right. So So I bought the butterfly tee and tried to get this to be blue, and it's more green, but I think it's a really nice color with that. When I put blue against it, it's more greenish. When I put green against it, it's more aqua. So this doesn't fight it. So if it were like on the fan deck, the color on the hat would be down here, and I bet you this color would be up at the top. I think it's in the same family, and that's why it seems to work well. I have this from my website. I sell velvet ribbon, and I thought this would be a nice match, and it is. But see, it's so blue. See how green that hat is? So I'm like, no, it didn't work. So I had it here, and then I opted to grab this, which I always like the seam binding on a bottle, anywho. Oh my gosh, if Heidi sees this, she's gonna crack up. She said some guy said it to her, and she said the minute she heard it, it stuck. Yep, I get that. It stuck for me. So funny. So cute. All right, yeah. Oh crap, my glue gun isn't on. Okay, well, no. Oh, hang on, let me see my light. Oh, it was on. It just came unplugged a little bit. Oh, wow, poopy-doo. It'll just take a second. So, okay, let's just see if I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap my seam binding around the neck of the bottle. So I'm going to tack it here. Maybe Eileen's will work. Let's just see. We'll just see. And if you see a little dimension on this paper, I photocopied an old postcard and I used Nuvo drops as like stickles, but a little less, it's glittery. It's a little more vintage looking, I guess. A little more pearly glitter. I love it. Chris Hunter turned me onto it at Creating with Chris Hunter. And I love the Nuvo drops a lot. I still have stickles because good grief, takes you forever to go through a bottle of stickles, but I really like the Nuvo drops better. I doubt that I rebuy stickles now that I know about the drops. So, okay. All right. So I just glued it down, and then I'm gonna glue a stopper spot here, and I'm gonna lay this into that glue. And I'm going to snip my ribbon. There we go. And that glue is holding it just fine. So I wrapped the neck with that green. You almost can't tell. And then now I'm going to do a bow. And I think I want to do a double. I want it really nice and boinky. So I'm doing a double. So I started to tell you the butterfly tee, I forget what they call it. It's out in the kitchen on the counter. I can run and grab it. I know right where it is if anybody wants to know. But I have yet to get the right formula to get a blue. And Sherry Eddy came over to Craft Tuesday night. One of my friends that lives here local, and her and Julie were here, and she was able to get some papers in the blue tones. So I'm like, tell me exactly what you did. Tell me exactly. And I showed her the green that I got. And she did get a blue out of it, but I didn't get really her measurements. And she was doing paper, which would take it differently than the fabric probably would. But it's beautiful. And it's that beautiful vintage blue. I can't tell you how many blues are in my I have a great big jar back right there full of all the colors of seam binding. And I do not have a good blue. Like a good vintage blue, like this color, you know, like a really good blue. I don't want this to hang in her face. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to cut my fold where I folded it in half to make it long. Okay. Okay, that's good. So when I say boinky, see what I mean? It's just like crinkly is maybe a better word. But I love the word boinky. It's such a fun word. So, okay. There's that. I'll put that away later. You don't want to look at that pile. And then let's see here. So then, and then I've got my top. I do want to try that resin. I need this stuff to all get dry. Oh, but look how it's cut. Like, you could be done. Look how cute. Could totally be done, but I feel like, you know, she's a little bit blah. So I pulled leaves, which, see, that blue is just not quite, need that to stay down, not quite right, but maybe just a hint of it. So this is an old hat. It's got that green netting, which is a little too green. Oh, here. This hat has a lighter green net. Oh, no, that's too, well, it's kind of minty, but it's a better, it's a little yellowy, not minty, a little yellowy green. So how do I feel? And these flowers are enormous. So these are the hats that I pulled. They were the best that I had, the closest. I'm going to yank one of these off of here and just see what we got. Oops. Stuck to a leaf. So tomorrow is an antique show up in Columbus, about an hour from me. It's the last one of this season. Ah, I'm so sad. You can betcha I'm going. So we'll see what I find. Oh no, it's too big, but boy, it's a great match. Can I smash it? It's too big. Ah, it's a nice match. It's too big. I don't want it. It's too big. Nope, nope, nope. Can't do it. So that means that leaf's not going to work. So no. All right. I've got my drawer of. Let's see about this one. That's not terrible. Let me see what you guys are saying. Have you used white sand metallic paint from Paint Pixie? No, I haven't. We dyed blue eggs for purple cabbage. What? Debbie Harris. I'm going to screenshot. I know I can't screenshot with that phone. I'm going to screenshot this, you guys. I want to remember that. Debbie Harris, I'm all in curious. I need to talk to you. No, I've not used white sand metallic paint. I haven't heard of it yet. Oh, thank you. Yes, it is a Julie blouse, Mona. I was using UV Skins clothing and hats when working outside. UV Skins oh, yeah, Mona. Yes, you've sent me that link. Yes. I did get a shirt. Your blouse looks like... Yes, I know. That's just accident. What kind of glue do I use? Well, let me show you what's beside of me. There's all my glues right beside of me and all my shipping boxes. You can see everything's, I try to have everything at arm's length. The Eileen's, either this or in the regular Eileen's original tacky glue. I just thought I'd try the Fast Grab, Fast Grab, but Eileen's has always worked great for, always just used it for fabrics, when we're doing cut and spun stuff, but it is thicker, and when my Mod Podge lets me down and I need something a little stickier, I go for Eileen's. Absolutely, my favorite glue is hot glue, I have to say. I use more hot glue than any crafter on here that I watch. Everybody else uses all these other things, but I use hot glue a lot. But I love the Art Glitter glue. I love it. I love the precision tip. Love that. Of course, E6000. I've been using that for years and years and years. And B7000, same thing, different applicator. I love Super 77 when I'm adhering fabric or paper. Let's see, I didn't use it here, but oftentimes I will use Super 77. Titebond Quick and Thick for putting molds on, wood molds, or Wood You Bend, or Wood to Wood, the Titebond Quick and Thick. Mod Podge Multi I'm liking better than regular Mod Podge, and that's all I see right here. I mean, I have other stuff I've been inspired to get, the Pritt glue and the Stick Fast, and what else is over here? I don't even know. More Mod Podge Multi. What's this? Tacky 3-in-1. That's been good. See, I never know what to use when. It's very confusing. So it's a great question. I do have my favorites, and those are for the things I'm sure of. But sometimes there's Fabric Fusion, and I should have bought Fabric Tack. Everybody talks about Fabric Tack, but I'm trying to use up my Fabric Fusion before I switch. So there's a quick rundown. You might have to replay that and take notes a couple times to get it, but and you'll watch somebody else is going to tell you something different, so I'm sorry. That's just what's right here that I make sure I have right here, because I use it all the time. So different things need different things, and if something's not working, you can try a different thing. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I really like that. I hate to get rid of that cut. I did such a nice job, but that's okay. So I'm just going to hot glue. My hot glue's ready, yes. I'm just going to hot glue it. You know, when everything else fails, usually hot glue will do the trick. It'll dry really fast, and it's perfect. So I left a little texture to my leaf. We talked about this the other night. It kind of bent it around. I love when they're wired. So we started wiring our paper punched leaves. Put the mesh over them and give them a bunch of texture. Yeah, that salt and vinegar and cabbage, purple cabbage, made it blue. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I need that. I need the details, because I want blue. Like, this is still green. I want that blue. Like, I want this. This is so close. I could use that if I had to, but I don't have to. All right, so let's whip a couple of these things off of here and see what we got. Gosh, even with paint all over, I'm like, wow, look at my stubs. They look so much better. Why did I go so long without? I was thinking they were so expensive, but it was only like $35. It wasn't that bad. I didn't think that was that bad. And I'm one to make them wait till they look horrendous. I don't go in every 2 weeks, because she said 2 to 3 weeks. And I thought, yeah, you won't be seeing me that soon. I didn't say that, but of course I'm used to the other kind too. I keep wanting to call it sculptured. It's not that. That's how you color your Easter egg. Oh, I love that, Marilyn. Okay, you guys will have to give me the skinny, because I want the blue. I want that vintage blue. Okay, I got 2 of them hooked together, so let's just see. They're not wanting to come apart. Oh, but I don't want to lose that blue. I want them to come apart. I don't like that togetherness here. Let me see if I can get them. Okay, here's this one. Oh yeah, okay. This is probably pulling the wrong direction. It is amazing though. I can't tell you how long I painted my nails with Millie, and we sat and dried and dried and dried and dried with the hairdryer, and we still both kind of smudged. And then this morning I did it again, and every nail was perfect except my thumbs. I must be hard on my thumbnails because they were both screwed up. And it's amazing. You go in there and they do your nails, and you can, like, when they're done, you can reach in your purse and grab money. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm loving that. All right. So, just like, do I want to add something in there? But I really like it in there. So that leaf is doing great. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I want, that's too limey. So, okay, that's all I have for that. But I do have all this. So maybe I can just get another little color in here. So blue, no, too blue. See, I got a couple messages. Oh, the mystery box event. Oh yeah, okay, you guys, remember we're in a mystery box event. I am tomorrow. My Peddler's Alley sent stuff in a box. It's up on my shelf. I don't know what's in it. But I think that's just gonna get lost. It's the right color, but I think it's gonna get lost. So I need maybe some little white. Anyway, I'll be on at 6 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. I will be home before that so that I can be ready to go live at 6 o'clock. And I'll be in the Crafty Bunch. It's a group on Facebook, a free group on Facebook. They'll send me over. I'll be here, but they'll send me over there too. I just want a couple of little neutral. Oh, here's a whole bunch. Oh, here's a whole bunch. Here we go. Let's try this. So let's just cut some free. Stick some, yes. Okay, I'm going to stick some underneath that leaf. Okay. I just heard someone at my driveway, so I would say Randy's home. Okay, and then I'm going to go on top. Yep, I'm going to go on top with one. Hide that stem a little bit. And I have one more. Maybe like, yeah, right there. Okay. Just put it on the raised part of that leaf. Okay, so there we go. I worked in another little colorway there, just a neutral. I'm not loving, I feel like I've got a little dent here. Let me find a teeny bit bigger flower. Neutral, too big. Oh, right here. This one here. I'm gonna put that right there. Oh my gosh, it matches her shirt so well. It's actually, it's more of a silky. I'm not sure it's a millinery. It might be might be in the wrong bin, but boy, it's a perfect, look at that match. It's a perfect match. I'm doing it. Well, I did it. It's done. And then dang, if I had another one of those, I don't know. So I'm not sure that was in the right, oh. Is that the same thing? Yeah. Well, it must be. Okay. I'm gonna put that one down here. Right here. I'm kind of breaking them up a little bit. Oh yeah, love it. Love it. Okay. So that's going right here. Okay. So there you go. Love it. All right. The colors are a little better than I'm seeing in there. Okay. So, yeah, the colors are better than what you guys see. Oh yeah, it is Randy. I just heard our door open. That's perfect timing because I'm done. I'm pretty much done. I need to figure something to put in right here. And I've got a tiny little button. I pulled some stuff. Got a tiny button. I feel like that looks nice. And then I've got this big one, which is too much. But I love the patina on it. That's like a natural patina. It's the color I want. Is it too much? Is it too much? It's kind of a big one. Let me see if I made my bow a snag, just a snag bigger. See if I can tighten it. If I pull on the right string, I can get it bigger to accommodate the bigger button. Let's see here. Dang, I'm not sure I hate it. I don't think I hate it. I need to turn it the right way. If Kim Markellos is on here, she'll like it. She likes all that big stuff. Okay, is it too much? Is it too big? See, Kim, I knew it. I knew she would say that. I knew it. Okay, then I have a green one. I knew you would say that. No, not too big. Okay. The green one's too green. It doesn't match the flowers at the bottom. I didn't know what flowers I was going to be using. It's too green. You like the big button. Okay, I knew you would, Kim. And then there's the little one. Yeah, the little one's kind of poopy after that big one, but it's sweet. It's really sweet. Okay, we're going with the big guns here. Okay. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't do anything. It's just got that big shank. I don't think I can do anything with that other than glue it down. All right, we're going big. And we're already home, so that works. Okay. Okay, let me just hold it here. You like the bigger button? Okay. All right, Sherry, I hear ya. Yeah, it definitely makes a statement, and I'm okay with it since I made the bow a little bit bigger. I think it's better. Okay. And then I feel like I need to maybe do a little bit of dark wax. It's a little too clean. It's a little too schmurfect. Perfect schmurfect. I had thought about maybe dangling down a couple pieces, but now with that, I was thinking about just dangling a couple of things. But I think, and I also thought about wrapping it around the bottom, but I don't need it, so I'm not going to waste it. Okay, and I also have a doorknob, but I feel like I want to put the doorknob on a different, I've got another bottle laying here. I think I want the doorknob on the other bottle. I'm going with this one for sure. Big button for the win, yay! Yeah, big buttons and you can't lie, Debbie. That's a hoot. Okay, hang on, you guys. Here's my UV flashlight. Here's this stuff. And then let me grab my dark wax. Dark wax, where are you? My other cabinet, the other side. Dark wax there. There it is right there. Okay. All right, got it. Okay, so I got my wax, my light, and then let me grab my, let's see here. Just grab this and this. These and these. Okay. All right, you guys. Okay. All right. So we're almost done. Okay. Okay. So you're nervousy. I'm a little nervousy. Okay. So let's do that, and then I need to get rid of some of the skin. So this Country Chic wax I have had, good grief, since, well, 2013 when I had my store, and it's self-healing, so it builds up a layer of protective hard. You gotta pick that off. I don't like that about it. I have so much of it. I keep thinking, I watch all the girls use the Bear wax, and I'm going to try it someday, but not until I use up my own wax. And I still have several partially used containers, so I'm not switching. Now, Anne had me get Bear Folk Art wax to put over pictures. I never tried this over. Probably it would do the same thing, but I did whatever Anne's Create and Share. If Anne says do it, I'm like, okay, yes ma'am. I do it because she's great. She knows about all the liquid stuff. She's really good about it. All right, So there's that. And I obviously I've used some dark wax with that. I don't like when I do that. I like a dark wax brush and a clear wax brush. Oh shoot, I need to do my topper too. And the reason I'm doing the clear wax is so that my dark wax will move around. So, okay. So let's get out our dark wax. No one's saying anything. You guys are mesmerized. Oh. I don't want to ruin my new nails. What little bit I got. Dang. I can't get it. Oh, I know what to do. Heat it. Melt that wax. Hello? Hi.
Are you doing anything? We doing anything?
I got a text from Summer. They wanted to go to Roadhouse, and then she said Sean started working on the ceiling fan. She's just going to do stuffed peppers. This was at 5:30, and she said it'll be an hour. So right about now, we can go over if you want.
Well,
Huh?
I like the stuffed pepper idea, but let's grab that pizza out of the basement and I was going to put it in the oven.
Okay, well, whatever you want to do.
You know?
Okay. Let's see. Now it's going to be too hot to touch, probably. Oh, no, come on. There. There we go. Jeepers. That's a pretty new pan. There we go. Such a yucky way of doing it, but that's how this wax was. Like I said, it's old, but it still works. Still works just fine. Okay. Get in there and get some. Oh, this might be getting sticky. This is, I'm not, oh yeah, I got it. Okay. Let's see, I need Yep. Oop. I have too much on there. Okay, here we go. I better start on the back. Let's see what we got here. That's perfect.
Are you going to go with me?
Huh?
Are you going with me?
Yeah, are you going right now?
Well, it's my clothes changed.
Okay, well get your clothes changed.
You help me fill out this silencer thing. I gotta get paid for it tomorrow.
Okay, we'll do it when we get home. If that's okay. I'm on a live. I'm gonna
Oh.
keep going here till you're ready, because I'm ready. I can walk out the door. I'm ready enough. I just wash my hands. Okay, so this is grabbing some of that texture. See, just giving it a little dimension, I guess you would call it. But you always want to do, I started to say, you always want to put the clear wax on first. So that lets you move around your dark wax. If you do your dark wax first, I believe you can use the clear wax to move it around, but it's better to have it on first, I think, with this product. You know, every product's a little different. Oh, did I wipe off too much? I wiped off too much. Here we go. But I love how it gathers in there. See? Just love it. It's super subtle. Okay, let's do it on this deal. I think my wax is drying up. So I didn't get, unless I need to dig deeper. Maybe I need to dig a little deeper. I don't know. Roseanne, the owner of the company, she used to follow us, or me, and she'd always give me little pointers every once in a while when I would do live of all of her products we had in this shop. It was great. A nice little company. They're out of Canada. And Always loved it, and that's still the only paint I use. No, I can't say that. Every once in a while, a color will get recommended, and I grab it up. But for the most part, there we go. Now it's not so plain, I guess. And then I feel like using an artist brush and putting just a touch of gold in there. Oh, maybe I could use. Oh, maybe I could use the same Nuvo drops. No, I don't want to do that. I was going to say I could do the same Nuvo drops in those grooves and on the top, but I don't think I want to do that. Okay, do we want to mess with this? I feel like I should give you Debbie's link, not mine, because I got it from her. Oh gosh, you guys. I thought it would just be a squeeze bottle, like, oh gosh. Oh gosh, all kinds of crap in here. Oh boy. I'm not going to do all that. I literally thought I would put the squeeze top on, squirt it on, and go. I don't know what all this, oh, this must be like a work surface. I'm going to assume these are gloves. I'm assuming. I don't know why you have to stir it. I don't know. Anybody use this kind? Hi, Sean. Sean, I'm about done. You just caught me at the tail end. I was just kind of talking about giving this UV resin a try. Some of these girls use it. Yay, spectacular. I love that word. I've been using gold and silver wax. Oh, yeah. Yep, I've got it. And the white wax is wonderful. I love the white wax on the right application. I just need a little drab, little drip drop. Let's see. Okay, still got my. Oh, it's thick. Oh, I bet I wasn't supposed to do that because of bubbles. But I'm not using it. I just want it for glue. I just want to use it like glue. So. Let's see. But these gloves it wants me to wear scares me. So I didn't put on any gloves. Anybody say no? Put the tip on. Line the bottle top with resin. Cap it. Okay. That's what I was thinking, but what's all this other stuff for? That's what I was thinking. Okay. Scared me a little bit. I wasn't expecting all that stuff in there. Okay. I want to ruin my nails first day I got them. They'll last me a month. Okay, is there a hole in this? No. There is no hole in it. Am I supposed to cut it off? Am I supposed to poke it through? What the heck? Put the tip on. Line. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just see about. For first use, pierce the inner seal with the nozzle tip. Pierce the inner seal. Huh. Oh, that. Oh, okay. I bet that's what they meant. Okay. The inner cap is designed to stay in place to prevent leakage. Reattach the nozzle to the main body. Do not remove the white washer from the nozzle or it will leak. Okay. Pour into. Oh, well, maybe it will go out. I don't know. Pour it into a measuring cup. Let me see. Add your preferred pigment or mixture. Oh, okay. That's if you want a color, I suppose. Pour it into the mold. I'm not doing that. But will it come out? Does it come out? Let's see. I'm scared. It's not coming out. It says to use this to do that silver that I did. Oh, see if the cap is 2 pieces. Oh, yeah. Oh. Did I disclaimer that I know what I'm doing? I think I did. If you can't laugh, you can't, you know. You can't laugh. Okay. So I don't use it as glue under here to stick it on. I put it on and run it around the edge. Correct? It was 2 pieces, Kim. That makes sense. Okay. So here's my flashlight. Let's make sure it's got batteries in it before I do it. Like all this stuff. Oh, it doesn't. Hang on. Daggone it. Yes? No, it doesn't. Heck? The heck kind of... Oh, it comes out. Oh, okay. Yes, it did. Okay, how do you get the battery in here? Oh, it's not a, I thought it was a C. I need 1, 2, 3. Is it double A or triple A? I can't tell. Let me go get, oh gosh, you guys, I gotta go to my laundry room and get a battery. I better put this lid back on here. I gotta go get my batteries. They're in my laundry room. You did? Okay, well that makes you feel better, Lou. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm so sorry you have to wait. I'll be right back. All right, here I am. Sorry about that. Okay. So, double A.
Tammy,
Yeah.
when are we going, or do you want me to go ahead and go?
No, I need like 5 minutes, maybe. Okay, it's double A. Oh gosh, I don't know which way it goes in. Didn't pay attention to that. Okay, must be the other way. All right. My wax so it doesn't dry out. Did I wipe her off? Okay. So I do this. I start out with all this room, and then by the end, I'm like, no room. All right. So did she say it's much better to guess reading directions is so overrated? Exactly right. Put it where you think it's going to catch. Okay, so I'm going to use it like glue. I just don't know how the light's going to get to it. Okay, it comes right out of there. Okay, and then I'm going to treat it like, I was going to treat it like caulking as well, but I'm just going to wiggle it around. Okay, I'm going to hold it down. Put the light on it. How do I do that? Oh, right here. Okay, and look away. I wonder how long I had to hold it. If you're supposed to wear special glasses or anything, or just don't look at it. Isn't this interesting, you guys? So interesting. It's like a black light and it's supposed to dry. Reading directions is overrated. You're right. Okay, we're gonna see if this works like glue. Boy, won't that be something if it does. This is so easy. So how do I know? It's done. It's working. I think it's done. I have no idea. But ain't she a beauty? There she is. If I'm using resin, it hardens fast. Okay, so you think it's ready? Okay. All right, I'm gonna call it done. We gotta get to summer, so I'm gonna call it done. So, can I throw this cap away and just use this tip cover? Funny, I almost cut that. I think I can. Seems to me that's how Debbie does it. She just pours it on there and does this or does her other, and she's good to go. Look at that. Look at that, it worked. Okay, yay! That's exactly what I wanted it for. Was it like a glue and like to hold things, hold jewelry in. I don't think I want to pour it all over it though. I don't think I want that. But I do like the idea of using it as a glue. So yay! Thank you so much. Don't look at the light. Oh, whoops. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm all done. I love it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys surely learned something because I sure did. So I'm going to let you go. We got to go over to my daughter's house. She's making stuffed peppers for dinner. And I will see you all later. I'm going to clean up my mess later. And I'm going to leave this other bottle on the table. And we'll do another one as soon as I get a minute. Yay for me. I couldn't have done it without all of your help though. So yay. Thank you guys. I'll see you all later. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye. Yay for me, Kim. I couldn't have done it without you. Bye.